All right, welcome, guys. We're gonna do the comment review for the day of today. What went up today? Was it Welcome to Alberta right here? 6,110 views. No, is that the one that went up today? Yeah, that's the one that went up today, 19 hours ago. 6,110 of you. Oh, come on, there's got to be more of you than that out there. Let's refresh this screen. Oh, that didn't help at all. 6,110. Okay, have you guys found my playlists here on my main page yet? Daily vlogs, 923 videos in there already. I have much more than that. I have 2 gaming videos. I gotta do more of those. You guys like those? Should I do more of those? I'm gonna do more of them. Comment reviews are in here. And these are trips that I did before I started this series. So if I go into here, Video Manager, you'll see at the top here, I've actually created 1,545 videos altogether. Diesel! Yikes, that's crazy. Okay, so the video that went up today was not Welcome to Alberta. Yeah, it was Welcome to Alberta. Headed West in Canada was yesterday, 8,600. Welcome to Alberta. I really liked the way this vlog turned out. All the music in there is sort of like a heavy rock theme. I love that. Oh, it was just awesome to create. Oh, man. And that time, that point where I was filming going down the road, it was like a montage with music. And then that Alberta sign, Welcome to Alberta sign, came in there. Oh, I love that. That was my favorite part of the whole vlog. Let's see what you guys thought of it. It was posted at 4 a.m. this morning. It is now 11:39 p.m. So you've had all day to watch it and comment on it. 6,110 of you have watched it. 74 have commented on it. 643 likes and 7. Let's see what you guys have to say. I have not seen these yet. All right, show me what you got, guys. Okay, top comments. Let's review these. Stephen Jones or Stephen Jones? If you work for yourself again, would you consider towing 2 trailers to make extra money? I already replied here in text. No, I don't think so. It's not my thing. I don't. It's just not my thing. The part I love most about my job is the driving and the travel. Hooking up another trailer just takes away from what I love to do most. All that time spent hooking up another trailer is time I could spend doing what I love to do, driving. That's why I drive a dry van trailer. Because all I want to do is I want to back into the dock, get my freight, and get back to what I love doing most. That's what makes me the happiest, going down the road. I don't mind doing flatbed. I got so much respect for the drivers that do flatbed out there. They do an amazing job, and they work a lot harder than I do. I can admit that. In all weather conditions, tarping loads, strapping loads. But again, if I were to do that, that would be taking away time from what I love to do most, which is driving. Jocelyn Channel says, Josh, I don't blame you. If I was the one driving and took on 2 trailers, it would be my luck that an asteroid would crash and destroy the goods, and I would have to pay for it. You have bad luck? Alex Austin says, why not? Would you get paid double? And could you imagine getting double the money every year, since you'll make more money than you can and make more days off? You don't get paid double. You do get paid more, but not double. And like I said, it takes more time to set those trailers up. There's a lot of waiting involved as well. You can't go as many places. You can only go from point A to point B. You can't go into the city with those trucks or anything. A lot of wasted time. They do make more money, but in the end, it's not that much more. It's not worth it to me, in my opinion. Josh says Calgary. What Diesel hears, Calgary. Oh, and I did like that already. That's funny. What do you mean 70 does? Funny. Renee Margraff. Hey Josh, does your dad still drive? Does he use E-Log? What does he think of it? I already answered in text. He's not on E-Log yet. He's kind of nervous to get onto it. He's from the generation before me, trucking before me, you know. He's old school trucker, you might say, at this point. I don't want to call him old or anything. Don't tell him. He's not. But he's a little nervous about getting onto E-Log, but I think that once he gets used to it, he'll really like it. I think he will. David Eartham, what a wonderful virtual ride I had with you and Diesel. Maybe those Calgary Flames will warm things up a bit. Speaking of which, Calgary Flames just played Toronto tonight, didn't they? Last I checked, they were winning. But then again, it's Toronto. no real victory. Oh, it's just Toronto. Everyone beats Toronto. Holden Man. Evening, mate. Good evening. Thank you. I like the music, too. When I'm bored, I like to make sculptures out of my mouse turds and decorate the kitchen with them. I've run into a frenzy. A mouse, our bunny friend reincarnated into a mouse, I replied. I don't know if that's the same guy or not. I honestly don't know who a bunny was, and I don't know who a mouse is. It could be the same guy or girl. It might not be. I don't know. That's hilarious, though. Dreads Jackson says, "Hey Josh, you are part of the reason why I started trucking, and I don't have a problem with e-logs." Well, hey, cool. I'm glad to be a part of your story. That's pretty cool. It's an honor. I hope you enjoy what you do as much as I do. Chris Go. What is with all this loved by stuff? Huh? Music play. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. ML2 Trick. Canada roads suck compared to the United States. Lucky if you get 5-gallon bucket for a rest area here in Canada. I'm glad someone else agrees with me. I don't want to trash Canada because I do love the country, but man, are we behind out west here. Well, all of our money gets sucked out of the west and sent out east with wealth redistribution. The beautiful thing that is socialism in Canada. They take all our money from the west and put it out east. So we don't have the money for the fancy on-roads that Ontario has and those fancy rest areas that they get to enjoy out in Quebec and Ontario. We don't have the money for that because our money gets taken from us and given to them. So we don't have as nice roads and we don't have as nice rest areas because our governments, they're not broke, but they just have all their money stolen from them out west. And America just knows how to build roads good. They spend a lot more money into their roads than we do. They also have a lot more money, so let's say that. You did a nice job editing the time-lapse to the beat of the music. Thank you. It takes quite a bit of effort for me to do that. It takes a lot of time. You have no idea how sick I get of that song. By the time that I'm done that little clip of that, the whole song thing, the whole time-lapse, you have no idea. Like, I know every beat of that song because I listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over. And then I cut it, and I listen to it again, and I cut it, and I listen to it again. Yeah. I get sick of the song by the time I'm done. Jocelyn, I farted on an e-log once. Good for you. Good for you. That's a good idea. That's what I think of e-logs too. If you ran legally before e-logs, make your life simpler, eliminating paperwork. Yeah, they do. Now, if you're getting wired on speedballs, meth, LSD, and driving for 3 days straight, cattle haulers, not mentioning any names, e-logs are the worst thing ever. I've been away from your vlogs forever. I had a friend in high school, his name was Everett. I've been away from your vlogs forever, it seems. What truck are you in now? I'm in a 2016 Western Star 5700 XE. Richard Green, hello again, my friend. I still have my CDL. I needed to move my equipment, but will never drive over the road again. E-log are not the problem. I still think, as I did years ago, that it is the hours of service rules that are the problem. That's exactly my point. They are the people trying to work when they are tired. They have people trying to work when they are tired and sleep if they are not. If drivers and companies had been more responsible in the past, there would be no... I get what you're saying. It's not the e-logs that I have a problem with either. I have no problem with e-logs. It's all the regulations that I have a problem with. America, they have more regulations than we have in Canada. They have that 30-hour or 30-minute break rule. We don't have that here. They're only allowed to drive 11 hours in a day. We can do 13 straight here. If I can hold in my bladder, I can legally drive 13 hours straight. Legally, and they can't do anything about it. They prefer to see that I at least flag a tire check every 4 hours or so. But even if I didn't, they can't do nothing about it. Totally legal for me to drive 13 hours straight. Now, I don't recommend doing that. Don't do that. But I'm just happy to know that I have the freedom to do it if I want to. But I never do that. In Europe, I've heard that it's even stricter. They can only drive 10 hours a day, and they have to stop for a 45-minute break after the first 4.5 hours or something. It's just ridiculous. Regulation on top of regulation on top of regulation. Like, the European Union is king of all regulation makers. Like, oh man, I couldn't imagine living underneath like the dictatorship of the EU. I know some people like it, some people don't. I don't. I feel bad for people that have to live under that government out there, because it's all they do is they create legislation and regulations and regulations and regulations and regulations, and then they force the regulations down on all of Europe, like regardless of if it works with that region or not. And the worst thing is, these EU people, they're not elected. If you don't like them, you can't vote them out. They're appointed. It's a dictatorship. Anyways, that's just a little rabbit trail in my own personal opinion. I'd love to know what you think. I don't actually live in Europe, so my opinion counts for about diddly squat. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. Godless Manitoban. You need Jesus. Still no snow sticking. Oh, it's sticking now, believe me. You must have commented this before the snowstorm last night. Brian Johnson, Canada is so beautiful. You should come down to Georgia. I'm always in Georgia, actually. Obviously not always, because I'm not there right now. But I go down there very often. We have a lot of freight that comes out of Atlanta. I've had my Class A, or a CDL, or Class 1, 15 years, but never drove over the road. Hard to find work with no experience. Swift Transportation is wanting me to join their team. What do you think? Okay, we gotta be nice. We gotta be nice. If you absolutely need to get experience, go ahead, get on with Swift. But the second you can, get out. Alright? I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of really good Swift drivers out there. But Swift does have a reputation, not just in America, but it's all across Canada too. Whenever you say the word Swift in the trucking world in Canada, everybody in their heads imagines a truck in the ditch or wedged underneath a low bridge or some other ridiculous thing that a driver should have known better, but they got into an accident, maybe backed into another truck. They're always in accidents. They're always in the ditch. They're always hitting low bridges. Swift is just known for that, for having a lot of inexperienced drivers. But if you want to work there, go for it. Change their reputation. Go there and be the best driver you can be. There's nothing wrong with the company per se, but I have never worked there, so I can't really say that with 100% truth, Talk to someone who works there, maybe. But Barry Davis is go with them and make a switch if necessary once you have the experience. Hey, that's just what I said. Just ignore all the Swift jokes, because there's going to be a lot of jokes directed at you because of that. And we don't mean any offense by it, really. It's just sort of a... you know what I mean. Nothing new. E-logs have been over 10 years. And they've been crap ever since. Yep. Enough said. Generally speaking, from my experience, the only people that have real issues with electronic management and monitoring are those that are trying to game the old manual system to their benefit. They aren't happy because it is minimized or eliminated. Exactly. Nat Chow, I know this is old, but what happened to the F-150? Wow, you've been watching some really old vlogs. The F-150 got traded in for a Pontiac G5, a 2006 Pontiac G5. Or was it? No. It was a 2008. And then the Pontiac G5 was traded in for a 2015 Chevrolet Colorado. And then the Colorado was traded in for my current truck, a 2016 Chevrolet Silverado. It's awesome. I really like it. I'll never buy a Ford again. That Ford was the typical Ford in the shop 24/7. Every weekend at least. I shouldn't say 24/7 because sometimes I had it home for night. But, was that thing a pain. Always in the shop. I spent so much money into that thing and got nothing. I went running back to Chevy with my tail between my legs, ashamed of what I had done. I've always been a Chevy guy, and I made that mistake once, never again. Jack Turtle. Hi Josh, did you get into a problem yet with your time going over the time you are allowed? No, I have not. I have not broken hours of service. I've not gone into violation once. I didn't like it at first, but now I understand now that I understand it, I like it a lot better. That's what I'm telling my dad too. He's probably not going to like it at first once he gets onto it. He's got to start it next year, by the end of next year. And I told him, you're probably not going to like it at first, but you'll get used to it, and then you'll really like it. Calgon, great for a bubble bath. Not sure what you're referring to there, Mike, but I'll have to rewatch the vlog. Y'all be safe out there, you hear? 10-4, Gary. Travis. Awesome music. I know, right? I love the music in this one. What chest hair? Oh, it's a couple of strands. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, I'm not going to show you in this video because I don't want to hurt your eyes with this amazingness right here. This majestic chest of manliness I got right here. Maybe one of these days I'll give you a little warning, a little disclaimer, a little viewer discretion thing there. Maybe I'll reveal it to you. I tell you what, it's bursting with testosterone. Barry Parker. Josh, what does your driving forecast look like? Right now, parked. With a side of sleeping. Tomorrow I'll be bouncing around on the road in a city, delivering stuff, and then I'm forecasted to go home. Yep. I'm sorry. I don't know what... I'm supposed to be headed to Alberta next week, if that's what you're asking. Sorry, I'm just having fun. Little man Lindsay, it's Calgary. What do you expect? Nothing to get excited about, but if it was Edmonton, Diesel would be barking and wagging his tail. Haha. Go Oilers, go. Oh, boo. 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 Diesel, boo with me. Diesel, boo. Hey! You're not an Oilers fan, are you? Boo. Fine, then. Another great vlog. I look forward to watching you and Diesel each and every day. Cool, thank you. I enjoy you watching me. Or I enjoy that you enjoy watching. I enjoy that. You know what I mean. Always love chest hair. The problem is you're too young. Oh, another comment. That's number 2. Oh. Oh. Philip, if you have 1.5 hours left and there's an accident on the road that shuts down all traffic and you run out of time on your e-log, what do? Go into off duty. Just click it on. If you're not moving, put it into off duty. But if you're running out of your time on your 14-hour day, you can you'll have to call into dispatch and explain the situation to them. You have the legal right to get to a safe parking place. You'd have to go to the closest absolute place you could park. But I believe, what's the name for it again? Something about safe parking. You have to be in a safe haven. In that situation, just call into your dispatch and let them know what happened, and they'll fix it. Great vlog, thank you. I'm gonna have to skip the rest of these guys because I've got to end this video now. It's getting pretty long. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like the music. Here is Sleeping Dragon explaining what the hours are in Europe. Bro. Yeah, bro. Hola. How's it going? I drove once. Cool. TJV, nice editing. Adds more professional visual appeal. Thank you. Real good tunes. Everybody liked the music. Hey, hey. Let's go. Hey, you work a few blocks away from that petrol pass. Nice. It's a good area there. Okay, guys, thanks for all your comments. I really enjoy going through them. You guys are so nice. I haven't had any really mean trolls in a long time. I don't know what happened. Maybe we conquered them all. Maybe they're just being nice. Maybe they got bored of trolling me because I just didn't care about them. Maybe they got bored of insulting me because I just laughed every time they tried. I don't know. But thank you for all your nice comments. I appreciate you putting your input into my videos. Don't forget to comment on tomorrow's video if you want to be featured in tomorrow's comment section, possibly. I can't actually promise that there's going to be a comment review every single day. But I try to do these as often as I can. I know they're not as popular and not as many people watch them as my regular vlog. But that's okay. It's okay. This is just a little extra thing I like to do at the end of the day. I would always go through the comments by myself, and like this I feel like I'm responding to you more personally. and I can involve you guys more this way instead of me just going through the comments and nobody even knowing that I went through them. So this way you can actually see me go through them. I like it. I don't know. I'll see you tomorrow, anytime after 4 a.m. Central Time.